Hello? Yes, IT department. The IT department. Information technology department. Yes, please transfer me to the HR department. Please transfer me to IT department. Thank you. Yes, yes. This is the HR department. I'm the HR hiring manager. Yes, yes, yes. No, I need the IT department. Is this the IT department? You're the IT department, correct? Right. I am having technical difficulties. My computer is not working. Yes, I have an interview that's scheduled, and an interview is going to come, so I do kind of need this fixed right away. I mean, it's not a crucial emergency. It's not like if the plant's breaking down or on fire, and or if we have a technical thing on the manufacturing floor. Right, but well, this still is kind of an emergency because I have an interview that's scheduled and my computer's not working right now. So, right, so I kind of need my computer though to conduct the interview. Be, but, yeah, but the thing is, I need the computer to conduct the interview because but I need the computer. Right, so can you help me now with my computer? Yes, yes, right. I have been work. Yes. Right, that is correct. I have tried all of those normal troubleshooting tips. I do kind of need to go to tier 2 of our information technology department for direct on-site physical assistance because right now what's currently, well, if you can help me remotely, that would be great, but I still need someone to be assisting me remotely with that. Right. Mm-hmm. But I have an interview scheduled and I need my computer to be working to conduct the interview. No, no, it's an on-site interview. They're in person. It's not remote. Because I need the computer to conduct the interview. That my computer has their resume because we. No, I didn't print out a physical copy of their resume. Well, because we don't do that anymore. We've been digitized. Yeah, but yes, I understand that, but we've been digitizing all of their documents, so haven't been printing out physical copies because that would be a waste of paper and ink and resources. Kind of the whole reason why we've been digitizing things. And yes, I understand that we have double verification of resources, but why print out something so we have a paper copy when we also have a digital copy that's saved to our cloud? So anyway, that's beside the point. I don't have access to the resume, and I can't print the resume now because my computer's not working. So I don't have the resume, and all my interview questions are on the computer. No, no, I don't have a physical copy of all the interview questions because why would I when they're on the computer? That's not working. Yes, okay, I can understand having a physical copy of all the interview questions could be helpful in case my computer's not working, but my computer's supposed to be working, which is why we have an on-site IT department, which is what I'm talking to now. So could I please have some IT assistants to help me with my computer so I have access to their resume, the interview questions, and the cloud services? Well, because we filmed them. We record it and it's posted to the cloud, but I need to make sure that it's being saved to the cloud appropriately and to confirm that it's being saved correctly to the cloud because the camera's connected to my computer, which is supposed to be connected to the cloud. No, I don't know how the cloud works. I just know that things get uploaded to it and get downloaded from it. It's sort of a mainframe database saving thing, but it's not a physical server. It's the cloud. The World Wide Wicket cloud. The cloud. Yes, right. So I do need the assistance now, because right now is kind of when the interview is going to come here soon. It's going to. Okay, I understand the problem, but right now I'm talking to you so that you can help resolve my issue. Sure, having physical copies of everything might be helpful in the future, in hindsight, in case something happens to my computer, but this isn't supposed to happen, and I'm usually have more time for IT to help before the interview. The fact that this happens sort of right before the interviews come, they're supposed to come any minute now, so I would love assistance with this problem. Could I please have some assistance with my technical issue at this time? I would be very appreciative for some assistance. Yes. Yes, that is exactly what. Right. I can't wait 40 minutes because the interview is supposed to only be 30 minutes, and they're going to be here any minute. So I really kind of need the help now. Yes, I have tried turning on and off the computer. Yes, I have unplugged and plugged the computer back in. Yes, I have disconnected all of the accessories such as keyboard, microphone, and camera from the computer and replugged them back in. I don't think that's the issue, since what's currently happening is I'm sort of getting a flashing screen. It's not like the screen, the monitor keeps turning on and off, but when it does turn on, it's the sort of status error message. It's not getting to the home screen or the Windows thing. It's sort of trying to like boot up, and it's constantly rebooting up. It's sort of a black screen with a lot of white print, and then it's constantly sort of doing a cycle thing. And then it will all turn off, and then it will flash the computer's logo, and then it will sort of start the cycle again, trying to like reboot. It's that sort of on boot kind of thing. And then once it did get to the home screen and just sort of showed a error box, it just an error with a code and had like 15 letters and numbers and stuff, and it wasn't there long enough for me to write it down, so I can't just verify exactly what it was. And it showed that the Wi-Fi wasn't connected at all. Right. So I don't know what any of that really means, which is kind of why I need someone here to help fix my computer. So could you send someone to fix my computer within the next 2 minutes so that I can conduct this interview? Right, that would be very helpful. Yes. Yes. Yes, that is exactly what I'm asking for. So you can't do that. Okay. So you understand what I need, and you understand what I want, and you understand what I'm asking for, and what you're saying is you can't do any of it. Okay, well, 2 hours is too late. 40 minutes, the previous time that you said to possibly give some remote assistance, is also still too late. Kids, is there, because the interview's going to be here in any minute. So what can we do for now? Just do the interview without any of the computer resume and resources. I mean, yes, I am professional. I can do that. I'm sure I have most of the questions kind of from memory. Yeah, I guess I can do that. And I'm just going to be on hold until you can remotely help. Okay. All right. Well, I don't have a headset, so it's not like I want to play the World Wide Wicket hold music for 40 minutes. How about you give me a call back? You've got my... You don't. Well, I am at the Human Resources extension. I'm sure you know what the Human Resource... When your computer is looking up, your computer is currently working. I'm sure you can look up the Human Resources extension on our phone directory. So just go to our phone directory. Well, it's in our company profile. So since all of our phones are connected to our computers, which means if our computers aren't working, you don't have access to it. But since your computer is working, then you can access the phone directory from your computer. And when you open that up, it'll give you a list of all the numbers. I'm in human resources. If you go to human resources, you'll find me. And then you just click on that on your computer, and then it'll actually call. And so that's how this would work. Right. You're the IT department. I shouldn't have to be explaining this to you. Right. So can you call me back when you're ready to assist me? Yes. Right. Yes. Okay, they're gonna be here any minute now, so yes. Yes, I did try that. No, I did say I already turned it on and off. Not the computer. I don't know what that is. Right. So, I don't know where that. Where would I find that? What does it look like? Right. I don't see anything like that. No, I don't see anything that fits that description. Of what you're talking about. I don't see that. That's not something that's there. Right. No, I'm aware that I'm sure it is, but I don't see it. I don't know what I'm looking for, and right, but I don't think my computer actually has one of those based on what you're describing. No, it's on the side. No, it's not underneath it. Not on top. I don't think my computer has one of those. Right, you'd have to send someone over to look at. I understand. But I don't. If I did that, how would I know I'm doing it right? Okay. No, I don't see that though. Right. I know what that is, but I don't have one of those. They never gave me one. I don't know why they didn't give me one. I didn't think that was. You are the ones that are supposed to actually set up all the computers to be company ready and everything. So I mean, I really don't know what you expect from me as far as no, I don't have one of those. No, I don't. Okay, so you'll give me a call back. Okay, I hear the. I'm sorry. I'm gonna hang up, and you're gonna give me a call back after you have time to resolve the issue. Okay, and to be able to help me remotely. But my interview is here right now, so I kind of need to deal with the interview. Yes, I don't know how this is gonna work because I don't have my computer, but we're gonna do this anyway. Can you at least verify if the cloud video recording data is actually recording and being uploaded to the cloud? Right. Can't. Okay, can you contact my manager then, who has access to the human resources documents in the cloud, and confirm that any of this is actually being recorded correctly? Okay. Yeah. Do that, and then give me a call back, okay? Okay. Yeah. Well, I gotta go. They're here. Yeah. Come in. Okay. Welcome. Welcome to the World Wide Wicket Company. Thank you for showing up early. Sorry, I'm not exactly prepared for this interview. I appreciate the punctuality. Punctuality is definitely a trait that we look for here at the World Wide Wicket Company, and I'm sorry if I'm a little frazzled or frantic. Did you want any water or coffee before we get started? Right. Full disclosure, my computer's not working. Now, no, don't worry, we don't need to reschedule the interview at this time. I think we should be able to work around this technical issue. However, I may have issues or problems, and we may have to, if you do well and there's a second interview, we may have to go over a few things again just for documentation purposes. Right now, my keyboard is not actually taking down any notes or any information. So the keyboard's just here for aesthetics, essentially, until I can actually get my computer uploaded, because right now, typing doesn't mean anything because my computer's not saving it. So I'm not going to be typing anything for this interview, so I'm sorry about that. And I am expecting a call from our IT department any minute now to hopefully help resolve this technical issue. I don't know what's going on with our computer, and hey, if you can solve my computer issue, you might have the job. Who knows? No, that's kind of a joke. That position actually involves some very little information technology requirements. It does involve being familiar with technology, especially communication technology, such as Slack, WhatsApp, messages, FaceTime, other messaging services. I usually have a long list that I have prepared right in front of me, but right now it's just not coming to mind, so I don't remember. Anyway, before we proceed, do you have any concerns with this interview being recorded for posterity and future hiring decisions? So that where is it? You do need to sign here. Yeah, and let me get you a pen. Here you go. Yeah, if you could just sign there. You do need to sign there that you do consent to being recorded purely for internal and business purposes only. If the camera actually is recording, I can't verify that it's recording because my computer's not working, so I'm not exactly sure if any of this data is being saved. However, if it is being saved, I do need you to sign there verifying that you consent, and I do need you to say verbally that you consent to this interview being recorded for our purposes, just internal business purposes. Nothing in this interview can be used externally for promotional purposes without your explicit permission. I will be no, I won't be. I won't be typing any information down because that's useless. There we go. Okay. So expectations of this interview. How do I put? This interview will. If you do really well, normally our interviews consist of 2 to 3 interviews here as far as the interview process goes, and it shouldn't be more than 30 minutes. It might be a little bit more because, honestly, I usually time the interview with my computer, and I forgot my watch today, so I might lose track of how long this interview is. Sorry, but it shouldn't normally be more than 30 minutes. Do you have any concerns with that time frame, or if we go a little bit over today due to? Oh, thank you. Yes, yeah. Thank you. All right. No problems with that. Perfect. This is an open interview. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask. Let me know. Ask any questions that you have. I don't need to get this right now. If you have any questions, please let me know. Open interview. We really want to help answer any questions that you have. No, don't need. I'm waiting for a call back from our IT department to help fix the computers. So I was hoping that was what that was, but it's not. Anyway, I'm going to start off with a little bit of background information about the company. So here at the World Wide Wicket Company, we pride ourselves as being the industry leader industry-leading brand of wickets. From manufacturing, distribution, promotion, operations, management, and even including research and development. There is no other company that has such a comprehensive process of providing the best wickets. And we are the only company that have a full vertical and horizontal business practices to capitalize upon our reputation and brand when it comes to corporate efficacy and the environmental impact of wicket production. As I am sure you are aware, we are trying to hire and fill this mid-level assistant associate production agent manager position. So the mid-level assistant associate production agent manager position involves lots of communication, and most of the questions will be behavioral and personality-based questions, because we really are looking for someone who will fit well with the company and integrate as a mid-level mediator between different departments. So the mid-level assistant associate production agent manager position involves lots of communication. Now at the end of the interview, would you mind filling out a survey or leaving a comment at the front desk? We are in the process of updating our interview processes, and I'm sure your comment will probably be make sure the computer is working and stuff. But anything you think that could be helpful would be appreciated. Please always leave a comment just to make sure that any feedback or things that you like and want to see in the interview for other people, that would be very helpful to us at the World Wide Wicket Company. So we'd be very appreciative about that. Please be respectful and polite in your comments. Yes, so it is entirely to help us with doing future interviews for this and other positions in the future. We are looking to find the right person for the right job, and we are very particular in the individual that we're looking for. So let's just get started. What interested you about this position of the mid-level assistant associate production agent manager position? What? Oh, right. The keyboard's not working because the computer's not working. Right. So just say your answer to the camera. Right. So what about the World Wide Wicket Company makes you want to work here? But specifically about working here. So what does your ideal job then look like? So you actually have some IT department experience in the past. No, I don't have access to your resume. That's on my computer. That's not working. So I actually don't remember what your resume looked like. I normally look at it ahead of time, but because my computer is not working today, I was unable to really prep properly for this interview. So you're saying that you've done IT help desk stuff before? Right. Well, then, do you mind taking a look at my computer and seeing if what's going on? Right. Yes, I have tried turning it on and off before. Yes, I have unplugged everything and plugged everything back in. Yes, I am aware that that could be an issue. I don't know how to fix that. Oh, well, that's helpful. Okay, so how would I get a new one of those? Okay, so that's not going to help me then today. Oh, well, it looks like the monitor stopped blinking on and off. So that's good. But it's still trying to do this, like, yeah. Why is it trying to constantly reboot? I don't know. I don't know what that is. Right, I'm unfamiliar with any of that. Uh, Beats me. No idea. Yes, they did instruct me to try turning it on and off, but that's as much as they could really help me with at this time. They still haven't called me back yet. Yeah, no, I do get a lot of messages and phone calls, but that's yeah, it's not from them yet. No, I don't know. I don't. I really honestly don't know what that is. Right. Well, uh, I guess that so at this point you're saying that you'd actually have to get into our server. Okay. I can't give you my passwords or anything because of that, and honestly, I don't have access to the IT server because that's the IT department. I only have access to the human resources server. Yes, they're two separate servers. Well, the IT department can't go into our human resources server because our human resources department has some confidential information that's protected by laws and stuff. So it's for human resources eyes only. So our IT department can fix our server, but they can't actually look at the files in our server because they're password protected for HR personnel only. So they can see the files, but they can't actually open up any of the files that are in them. Does that make sense? Right. Yes, for confidentiality purposes. So like this interview, the IT department could see that yes, there's an interview here and it's being recorded correctly, but they actually can't click on the interview to see it in progress or actually like view the footage. Right. Yes, that is true. So I guess back to the interview. How do you manage being under pressure with a tight deadline? So how do you manage and cope with both long-term and short-term stress? All right. And what would you consider your greatest strengths? That's good. So then what would you consider your greatest weaknesses? All right. So full disclosure, I normally have my questions on my computer, so I'm kind of going off of memory right now. How do you handle working with other people with diverse perspectives and personalities? Right. So how did you respond then when with that? So how do you react when presented with an issue and a complication? Then, okay, how do you handle feedback? Yeah. So, what about constructive criticism? All right. Oh, I think that's a. Oh, sorry, interrupt. Hold on. Yes, yes, this is human resources. Right. You are on speaker with the interviewee. Well, they actually have some IT department experience as well, so I thought it might actually be helpful if they heard this as well. No, I'm not trying to get a second opinion. I'm just telling you full disclosure. You are actually being recorded because I'm in the middle of an interview, and yeah, well, because it's a law to inform someone if they're being recorded. And right now, I'm saying that you're on speaker and you are being recorded by the interview camera, and you are in the presence of a non-employee interviewee. Correct. Yes. 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 Yes, I have tried turning it on and off. Right. Yes. No, I'm looking at right now. It's we actually fixed the monitor, so the monitor stopped blinking on and off, but it is still just constantly trying to reboot. Right. Oh, that's great to hear. Okay, so the camera actually is working and recording to the cloud. Okay. Right, I know you can't actually see the footage, but that doesn't matter. I just need to make sure that we're actually recording. Well, even if some of it's corrupted, at least some of it will actually be still here and workable. Well, yes, I hope none of it's corrupted, but that's not the point. Can you help me at least with my situation? Yes. That's great to hear. That's awesome. What do you mean? So I'm not the only computer that's currently affected by this? That this has actually happened to a few of our computers? What do you mean an external attack? No, that's... Well, then that's not good. That's not good at all. Okay, so you're aware that this is bad on a full company scale, not just in this interview. Okay. Okay, so you're going to transfer me to someone else who will actually help me with my problem. But right now, you're saying that the entire IT department is trying to resolve a deeper threat issue on a corporate scale. Right. Well, that's good. Okay, so... Well, it's not great, but at least it's not devastating. Right. So you're just calling me to let me know that it's going to take a little longer. Okay. Okay, great. Thank you. Yeah. Good. Well, so you won't call me back. Someone else will call me back. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. We'll work with that. Thank you so much, and I will expect a call from the IT department, for someone else in the IT department. All right. Thank you. Bye. Okay, so that was the IT department, and as you heard, it's not good. But that's okay. We're fine. You know what? I'm gonna see if we can sort of maybe wrap up this interview a little early, because it seems like there's a lot of other things going on. But this is going well. This is going well. You're doing a great job of presenting, being calm under pressure, and as well as learning confidential information and not panicking. So I think you're doing a great job. So I'm just gonna wrap up with a few of the other questions that I can think about. Why should we not hire you? It's a normal interview question. It's don't worry about it. Just why should we? What could you think of a reason not to hire you? Okay, and what is your 5-year plan in the future of the things that you've thought about? What would your 5-year plan be? All right, that's great to hear. And do you have any questions for me? That is a great question. I would actually normally look that up for you real quick. I can't because my computer's not working. We're currently not hiring anyone for the IT department, but based on the status that we've seen today, we might actually be looking for someone in our IT department soon. we actually have had some issues with burnout. So how do you feel about like working really long overtime hours? Well, how it actually work is you would be on site here for 8 hours, and then you would be on call working remotely. So it is overtime on call work remotely for another 8 hours. So it is a 16-hour shift, but it is only 8 hours on site and then 8 hours remote. Yes, you're paid overtime for those 8 hours, and you are given an additional lunch hour, as well as 2 additional 10-minute breaks. Right. Yeah, no, the pay is actually better than the position you're applying for now of the mid-level assistant associate production agent manager position. Well, the full, it's not just IT department, it would actually be IT tier 2 plus. Well, because that would be the position we'd actually be trying to fill. We don't hire initially IT tier 1s unless they're straight from out of college. So we actually have work with technical colleges that actually have IT programs, and then hire straight from those for our IT tier 1. Yeah, information technology tier 1 positions. Then they get promoted to IT tier 2. Then from there, they would go to IT tier 3. Now, the reason why you would be an IT tier 2 plus is that you're not actually working from tier 1 to tier 2. You are being hired on straight as a tier 2. And that puts you into the tier 2 plus category. This does mean that your promotion actually goes from IT tier 2 plus to IT tier 2. And then from there, you would then promote back up into IT tier 3. From there, you can actually be promoted to IT tier 4, but that's usually where the position caps out at, unless you enter into one of the like IT management or department management, or the IT management of departments, or one of those subcategories of executive positions, or you enter into an executive IT manager kind of position. We have a lot of different avenues and places for growth. IT tier 5 does require additional training that you can't get here in this state. Well, the only place we actually do have branches globally, so you'd have to either go to London, Paris, Germany, Paris. No, so not all of Germany. I think it's Munich. So yeah, London, Paris, Munich, Venice. We have a department in Venice, and Honolulu. Yeah, so those are the 5 places where you could be at IT tier 5. Yes, because you need the on-site training there, and then once you have that, you're pretty much stuck in that department branch. So you would have to relocate to one of those 5 cities if you want to hit that maximum cap level of IT department. There is an IT tier 6, but that is you can't get into it anymore until someone leaves. So the promotional opportunities for that are very limited, unlikely, and usually take about 20 years before that cycles through. But that's, again, a different branch than if you try to go into executive levels or like management. And that's a great place to be. The other avenue, if you enter into our IT department, is actually code making and code breaking, and so we have those departments as well. Right, but that's all the IT stuff, which isn't exactly what you are interviewing here for. But are you interested in the IT department? Right. Yeah. Well, I'll when I get my computer fixed, I will document that into your report, and I will have that all ready. So if we have a follow-up interview, then we can actually discuss possibly going into that avenue instead of the mid-level assistant associate production agent manager position. Any other questions for me at this time? No, parking is really weird. We actually don't have a lot of on-site parking, so you would probably need to use the parking garage down the street. We do have free access to the parking garage, so once you get your member ID card, you actually will use that to sort of swipe in at the parking garage. So we do like pay for the parking of use of that parking garage, but you do have to park there down the street and then get over here on time. And by on time, especially for our IT department, means early because you actually have to boot up the computer, log into the computer, and clock in on that computer terminal for your time clock. So you would need to be here, depending on how fast the computer is working that day and servers and internet and everything, probably about 5 to 7 minutes early. Right. Yeah. Any other questions for me? I'm sorry. So sorry. Hello? Yes. Yes. Okay, so my computer's not gonna work today. What does that mean? I understand what the words "not work" mean. What does deep freeze clean solid state drive? I don't know what that means. Okay, I understand what each of those words mean. But in technical terms, like a solid state drive, I thought that was like a kind of hard drive. So how do you deep freeze it? I don't know what that means. I hear the words you're saying, but I don't know what it means. Okay, so the other interview I had today, I should probably cancel then. Yes, I need my computer. That's why I have a company computer. If I didn't need the company computer, why would I have one? Well, then why do they have a company computer? That's not a reason to give someone a company computer. So you're saying they have a company computer so that they can search the internet on their 10-minute break. That's not proper use of company assets. Yes, if someone has a company computer, they can search the internet during their break, as long as it's not searching for anything that's inappropriate or violates their company policy. But that's beside the point. We don't issue a computer just for their 10-minute breaks. Right. No, we don't. We don't do that. That's actually in our company policy that we don't do that. Okay. Well, when I get my computer uploaded, I will document that and send a report out to their manager regarding that. So, but beside the point, you're saying that my computer is going to be operational tomorrow, but it won't be working today. Okay. All right, then I think I'm going to take an early lunch and I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Yeah. 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 Mm-hmm. So someone will come by and do this. I'm not responsible for trying to fix this. Right. Okay, I need you to tell me that my computer will be working tomorrow. At 8 a.m. tomorrow, I'll come into the office, turn my computer on, and it will be working, correct? That's not what I asked. No. Thank you. I think we're good. No, not you. I'm talking to the person I'm in an interview with. Yes. Well, because I thought my computer would be working later, or possibly during the interview, and I'd be able to get this uploaded. But you're saying that it's not going to work at all today. Okay, but tomorrow, the screen will come on tomorrow. So, okay, but when I come in, I'll wake up in the morning, I'll drive over here, I'll turn my computer on, and it will be working, right? You didn't say yes. You didn't say that it will be working. Those aren't the words you used. I would love to hear you say those words. Could you say those words, please? Okay. All right. Thank you. I appreciate that. And I will talk to you tomorrow. Yes. Okay, then who should I talk to tomorrow? Okay. All right. Thank you. Bye. Okay, so interview's kind of concluded. You can actually go now. Oh, sorry. You're right. You should hear back from us in a couple of days, depending on if we can get these technical issues resolved. As you mentioned, we actually, I don't know if I mentioned, we have multiple candidates that are interviewing for this position. So you will either receive an email from me or a phone call. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to inform me or to send me an email. And when I get my computer's email working again, I will respond back as soon as I can. If you have any questions at all, please email me. I will reply as soon as I can. And as you're leaving the office, please feel free to leave a comment. And there's a quick survey. I'd really appreciate if you took that and filled that out as well. Thank you so much. Again, check your inbox and have your phone ready, and you'll get an email or phone call from me in a couple of days, maybe 3, maybe 4, depending on technical issues that we're having. Thank you again. Have a great week, and I really thank you for your patience as I was dealing with all these technical issues. So thank you. I really appreciate that. Hopefully I'll be able to resolve all this and get everything uploaded, and the next interview I do will be more professional and better. So looking forward to hearing back from you, and thank you again. Have a wonderful day. All right.